Give it a few minutes to see it, get this thing going. I had my live just quit on me. I don't know how that happened. I was doing a live just a little bit ago and it shut down on me. That's the first time that's ever happened at my house, so that was weird. Well, welcome to my live stream. Hopefully we don't drop another live. That never happens, so I don't know what's going on with that, but I don't like dropping a live right out in the middle, right in the middle of the live stream, so that's pretty messed up when that happens. Because I don't have any problems with signals. I even have Wi-Fi here. Yeah, YouTube messing with stuff. Yeah. You don't just drop a live stream for no freaking reason. Somebody's messing around doing something. Oh, sorry, technical difficulties. Planned technical difficulties. But welcome back to my live stream, guys. Hopefully we don't drop another live. If so, I'll just start it right back up. I'm good at doing that. So what's the biggest catfish you ever caught out of that lake? Matthew? You want me to call you Matt, or you like to be called Matthew? What's that? I don't need that icon or that message. 319. Either. What's the biggest catfish you ever caught out of that lake where you go fishing? Your normal spot. I've been meaning to get out to that cove that there's a cove off of the Lake of the Ozarks that I like to get to go for huge blue cat. I caught a huge blue cat. I think he is at least anywhere around 6 pounds, at least 6 pound blue cat with just the size of that catfish. But I want to go back out there. I told my brother about it, and so we're going to try to hit it this weekend. It was 3 pounds, 19 ounces so far. Right on. That's a good sized catfish. Did you keep it? What do you do with your other catfish? Do you cook them up? I think it'd be pretty cool to get a couple catfish, or at least one catfish. How you doing, Rockstar? Thanks for being here tonight. I'd like to get me a catfish mounted, going after like a little bluegill, so I can put it on my wall or put it on my gun safe here. That would be sweet. Yep, put them in the Buddy Apartment Complex pond. Okay, right on. You're from which country? I'm from USA, United States. Yeah, we're just out here in Missouri. Good old Missouri, United States. Where are you from? Where are you watching from, Rockstar? Yeah, we used to stock my brother's pond. He had a pond on his property. We used to put bass and stuff. He's like, you guys ever catch fish? Just bring them over here and put them in my pond. So we put a bunch of fish in there. I guarantee it's been over, well, since 2008. 2008, yeah, so those suckers got to be big by now. Love from Switzerland. Hey, shout out to Switzerland. Thanks for joining my live stream tonight. Guys, check out my channel if you haven't yet, guys and gals. Hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications, but watch some videos. We do a lot of outdoor stuff. Where are you from? I'm from Arizona, United States of America, Arizona. Valley of the Heat. Yeah, so we're just hanging out. I was doing a live and it dropped My live just dropped out of nowhere, so we come back on. But welcome to my live stream, everybody. Yeah, check out my channel. I'm sure you guys will like it. We do a lot of camping, a lot of off-grid, bushcraft camping and cooking, all kinds of stuff. Can you sponsor me? Spiritual. Hey, learning. Hey, thanks for joining my live stream. Check out my channel if you have some time. I'm a truck driver for a living. I do my YouTube on the side, and I got a whole bunch of other type of work to do. Also, I remodel, do all kinds of stuff. Did a lot of remodeling on my own home, and so yeah, I'm always busy doing something. But I'm hitting my YouTube channel pretty hard, trying to get some new subscribers, and that way we can get monetized. And so definitely love to have you guys on my channel. So added to my channel, and then I like to do live streams every night if I can. If not, then I'll do. I may miss a night, but I'll be back. That week. I usually only miss a day or two, and then I'll be back doing live streams again, just so I can get to know new people and grow my channel, get to know you guys. But I also do live streams when I go out on my adventures too. If I've got a signal, I'll do a live stream, and then I'll also be creating content for my channel as well. But we got a lot of cool gear that we'll be using. I've already set up 2 new hot tents that are new to the channel, so they're pretty cool. You can check them out. And I've got a couple additions. Got some puppies that I had introduced to my channel. They're they're about 6-7 months old now, though, so they're getting pretty big. In your hand tattoos, permanent or temporary? They're permanent. I drew all of them. I do all my own I don't do my own tattoo. I do my own work as far as the artwork goes. How you doing, Kathy? Good to see you tonight. Was watching you and then lost you. Yeah, I don't know what happened. I didn't lose a signal. I'm at my house, so I mean I've got internet and everything here. I don't know what. YouTube must be messing around, having some difficulties, but good to see you tonight, though. Yeah, everybody that's new, check out my channel and subscribe if you guys like it. Yeah, so sorry I wasn't on last night. I had to take my dogs and get their nails clipped. I don't want their nails to get too long, and I try to do it myself, and I don't want to do it wrong. So, but yeah. We do a lot of camping, a lot of outdoor stuff. So this weekend we'll be back out on the Lake of the Ozarks, and my brother's in town now, so we'll be heading out with him for a few days, doing some adventures out on the Lake of the Ozarks. So here in Missouri, so we'll be doing some fishing and some boating and stuff. I might even get out the wave runner. I'm not sure. I'd love to be able to get out the wave runner as long as there's no storms. But yeah, I don't know what happened. My live stream just dropped. It just kind of went out and then it wouldn't come back. And so I ended it and then just started back up again. I was going to go outside with the pups. They're lacking attention right now. So I was going to go out there and hang out with them and do a live stream out there with them. But they like to have my attention out there when I'm out there, with them. So. But I'm just glad the temperatures kind of cooled down. We did have a little bit of a heat wave coming through Missouri for a little while, and it finally cooled down. So I think we're back in the 70s and 80s now, and so it's been so nice. Your hairstyle, your excellent big hair. Yeah, right on. Yeah, sometimes it's kind of crazy to manage, but it's all good. I like having longer hair. I appreciate it, though. Where are you watching from? You said, see if I can go back a little bit. Rockstar, I don't know if you even mentioned where you watching from. India, right on. Shout out to India. Yeah, I've got some other friends from India, some subscribers, and so that's cool. Welcome, welcome. Yep, right on. Yep. People from all over the place. Yeah, so we'll be back out on the Lake of the Ozarks this weekend. I'm gonna try out a new hot tent at my brother's land. So he's all set up out there. I think he just got in last night or the night before, so it's pretty cool. Thank you. I appreciate it. So yeah, we'll definitely be trying out a new hot tent. I'm gonna bring my mini cabin with us this weekend too. So I'll have both. I'll be able to maybe I'll definitely be sleeping in both, but I'm gonna set up a hot tent for sure. Just depends on what the weather's like too. Hopefully we'll have some cool weather. I wouldn't mind a little bit of rain, but as long as it's nice and sunny during the day, that'd be pretty cool. And then maybe some nice nights at night too, so we can do some catfishing at night. But I'll be doing a live stream out there in the Ozarks as well when we're fishing, as long as we got a signal out there. So it just depends on where we are on the lake. But I've had plenty of places where I've been had a pretty good signal, so we'll see how it is out there. And that's hopefully starting Friday this weekend. So love to have all you guys join me on my live streams. If you're new, definitely check out my channel and hit that subscribe button so we can grow this channel and get to being monetized. Also, I got a playlist you guys can go through too and check out my videos and help me get those hours played or played. Get my hours watched so that I can get that section taken care of. Got quite a few videos on there now that I put together for everybody. A couple different playlists on there. Also, always leave me comments when you guys watch my videos, and always make it a habit to hit that like button if you guys do watch it and you do like it. Cool, right on. I appreciate that. Yeah, we got quite a few videos now too. You guys can go through and watch. I'll have to look at my channel, see how many videos I got. I'm almost up there to 400 videos. Let's see. 419 videos. So we did cross over 400 videos. So we got 419 videos that you guys can go back and watch. My most recent one was a couple of days ago. I uploaded like a 20-minute video just of some wildlife captures on my property. So I'm sure you guys will like that. You guys watch that. Leave me comments too, guys. Everybody leave me comments. And definitely, if you guys like the video, definitely always hit that like button. That really does help build my channel too. Share it also. Share my videos with your family and friends. I actually uploaded quite a few recently, but most of them are going to be lives. But I do have some recent videos on there too. We got a lot of editing that we're still doing. That's probably the thing. Once I get off of work, a lot of times I'm editing for a few hours before I jump on live, or just trying to come up with more videos for you guys. Yeah, I have a blue hat. I got a couple different blue hats. My My Bigfoot hat and some other kind of blue hats. You're seeing the video. Awesome. Right on. Yeah, definitely comment and hit that like button if you do like it. If you do like the videos, and share them, share them, share them with your family and your friends. That way more people can see my videos and join the channel. Because that would be awesome. We got to get this channel grown, get those numbers up so we can get monetized. Got a lot of stuff coming up. How you doing, GGH? Thanks for joining my live stream tonight. How you doing tonight? Kathy, I saw a short one with the fur babies in the yard. Yep, that was last night, I think, just before I took them in. Yep. Or was it after? I think it was after, actually. But it got to be where I couldn't go live last night. It was getting too late to my bedtime. I got to be up at 2 a.m. So definitely right on. Good to hear that you're doing good. Where are you watching from? Yeah, I'm American. I'm from the USA. Arizona. That's my home state. Yeah, welcome to my live stream. Yep, check out my videos. Check out my channel and subscribe if you're new. We do a lot of stuff, a lot of cool stuff. Kayaking and boating and fishing and off-grid camping. I got a mini cabin that I usually use on my videos. Yeah. Yeah, we definitely like to stay positive. Definitely like to keep it real and have some fun. So yeah. Yep, I love doing lives now where I can interact with everybody. Before I wasn't doing any lives, and so when I discovered the live thing and started doing that, it's really woke up my channel, and it's doing pretty good so far. And we just got to keep on going, keep that fire lit, and have you guys join my live streams when I'm out there in the Ozarks. I'm also going to be going to other places too. It's not just always going to be centered on the Ozarks. So, well, I'm a truck driver, so I make my own income doing that, and then I do side stuff, and I do my YouTube channel. So side work and either auto mechanics or remodeling homes and stuff like that. So I do a lot of stuff. Keep that money coming in and keep everything paid. My goal is to pay everything off. So I've done pretty good so far. I've gotten to a good point in my life. So I don't like discussing how much I earn, but it could, but it's always up and down. So it's always with my work, it's more steady. Being a truck driver, and so I used to be an over-the-road truck driver. Now I'm local. But I keep that truck driver career going, and been doing it for, well, ever since 2011 when I got my CDL and went through training. I went to a college and got trained, 3-month college, and then did over-the-road training during the course. I had phase 1 and phase 2, and then I became a over-the-road independent truck driver where I purchased my own truck and drove over the road first I was an employee, and then I became independent, and then I became a trainer after that. So, but being over the road, I was never home, so I didn't really have any life other than being on the road, and so I decided to go local and look for a local job about 13 years ago. And so that's what I've been doing, local truck driving. Right on. Yeah, there's a lot of different type of people out there, but yeah, we like to keep it real and have a good time. And hopefully my channel will get stronger as we go along and grow and get monetized and grow a whole bunch of subscribers. So definitely it's been fun. It's been fun ever since I really started hitting my channel. I've had my channel for a little while now, but I've just been working so much that I decided to go, a little bit harder on my YouTube channel, and so that's what we're doing. Yeah. Yeah, I love traveling. That's one thing I'm going to start doing once we get monetized. I'm going to start traveling a lot more. I used to travel all the time just for work, but now for my YouTube channel mostly. I've been to almost every state here in the United States except for New York and yeah, I've been to almost everywhere else. I've been to like Mexico. Uh, I haven't really been anywhere else besides Mexico. So down south of the United States, so Central America. Oh, which viewers do I want? All countries. It doesn't matter. I don't discriminate against no against any country. So I love all the countries out there. Join my channel and watch my videos and become a subscriber so we can become friends and you guys can watch my lives and keep up on my videos. Yep. Yep. Been married for years now. So yeah, long drives. Yeah, I was on a dedicated account, so I was 6,000 plus miles every week. Every week, not every month, but every week. I drove 3,000 up, 3,000 back, and so that's each week. And so we did quite a bit. From one or more. I'm not quite sure I understand that question. Sorry. But yeah, it's nice being local now. Yeah. Well, my culture's it's all different. Everybody's different. It's just like any other culture. Everybody's different than each other. Oh yeah, modern. Yeah. Yeah. We like to have a good time and so yeah, we do a lot of cool stuff on my channel too. Winter usually hits about September, October, November, December, January, February. The winter, I trained in the winter, so yeah, it didn't bother me in the winter. I didn't have any issues in the winter. I've almost jackknifed, but since I have the training, I pulled right out of the jackknife. I only had it happen once to me. I was going down a really long hill that was solid, that was ice, in between Wyoming and Utah, USA, and I just tapped the brakes a little too hard, and I started jackknifing, but I got right out of it and just rode the hill down and everything turned out good. But winter, I never had issues in winter. I even threw super singles on the back of my truck and would run those things all winter long. Never had any issues. I've heard other people not like them, but I did go through training, so I went through training during the winter and a lot of training too. I just even phase one and phase two was a lot of training, but my experience just grew over time, so I don't have an issue with that. I do drive in the winter now here too, and it's not fun. It's probably my least favorite is winter time, but I don't have any issues with it most of the time. Just throw a set of chains on your truck and good to go. I even drove during the winter without chains. It just I didn't want to stop. I didn't throw the chains on. Just kept on going. Had some super singles on the back during that time. Oh, it's not bad. Just got I've been told I have a lot of stuff, but there's a lot of cool stuff back there. Just got to keep it entertained, right? Otherwise, it'd be boring. Plus, the lights on. The sun's still up. Wait till it gets dark. But I appreciate it. Yeah, a lot of cool stuff to look at. But yeah, now that I'm local, we have have good sized hills here that we drive in the snow, and we get ice storms. So if we're not driving, then it's because of the ice. We get real thick ice that builds up on the roads. It gets really cold here, and it seems like it's not a winter that has passed that it doesn't rain a lot in the winter time. And so all that rain and all that mist just freezes here. So we have iced roads, and it's pretty bad. Pretty bad in the winter time, but I still love it. Just to get my channel monetized and do a lot with my channel. Yeah, that's my dream. Be able to travel. I want to go to Canada. I want to go to British Columbia. I want to go to Alaska. There's a lot of places I want to go. I think that would be my biggest dream is get up into Alaska and Canada and make my way up into British Columbia. And oh, that would be so cool. But that's probably my dream now. So that's what I'm working towards. Yeah. Yep, trying some different places other than the USA. So it could be really cool. That's okay. But yeah, so what do you guys do? What do you guys do out there in India? And there was another place too, Switzerland. What was it? Let me look back here for a second real quick. Okay, let's see. Keep going. Yeah, Switzerland. So India and Switzerland. What else? What do you guys do? I am doing my studies. So you go to school. Cool. Right on. Good for you. Good for you. Yeah, I tried the college thing for a little while, but then I had kids, and so I couldn't. I had to work full time and then raise babies, and so I didn't get to do much college. I just did trade school and got my CDL. And oh, you just passed! Congratulations. Yeah. So yeah, right on. But so yeah, you guys will have to join me on my live streams during the weekends, because we're going to be out on the lake and doing some camping out in the woods. I do have some live streams on there that you guys got to check out, where I did live streams out in the woods, and I was cooking and setting up tents and doing outdoor lives. So cool. Yeah, good for you. Right on. Yeah, it's good to educate. Have a good education, definitely. Yeah, I wish I'd have kept on going with my education as far as college went. I just during that time it was too difficult. Yeah, I bet. Occasionally. Yeah, from time to time I like to sing. Especially some of my favorite songs, but I can't wait to the weekend though. I can get out and do some more content creating. That's my favorite thing to do. Get out there and make videos for you guys. I'm getting better at it too. I'm not the best at it. I'm solo. I train myself how to edit videos, and so I'm learning every day. Every time I get on and do a new video, I'm new edit. I'm learning all kinds of stuff. So they'll just get better. There might be some videos that you go and then others will be really good. So just a big learning curve. Just now I saw you whistling. Excellent. Yeah, that was just Yeah, that was just a funny thing I do sometimes. What do you think about? Hey, that'd be pretty cool. Yeah, definitely. That would be fun. Yeah, there's. I love traveling and stuff. It's just it's very expensive now to be able to do all that kind of stuff, but definitely would be fun to be able to travel to different places and different countries. That would be really fun. I am going to do it though. Once I'm monetized, you'll see me up in Canada before I'm done. And my goal be to get up there to British Columbia, and different parts of Canada and stuff too. But yeah, immigrants, that's awesome. Yeah, I'll have to get all my stuff, all my credentials, my passport, and all that kind of stuff. But that's not a difficult thing to do, as long as they don't try to pull anything where they cut, they make it so you can't get one. Nope, never been to India. Nope, but I do like Indian food. There's good stuff. A little spicy, but some of it's really spicy, but I like it. I like spicy food. Got some good flavors out there. Yep, only Mexico. Love Mexican food too. Yeah, India food is delicious. Yeah. I've had Indian food here in America before, but they were Indian that owned the restaurants, so from India. How you doing? How you doing, mental raccoons? Hey, you're back. Are are you a subscriber then, mental raccoons? Rockstar, you know to cook? Yeah, yeah. I've been cooking for a lot of years. Yep. Cooking food. Of course, right on. Hey, thanks. I'm glad you are. Definitely. Foreigner try Indian food that most of Indian don't even afford to eat. Oh, that's too bad. All right, on. Hey, that's good to hear, mental raccoons. That's I remember now. Yeah, your little icon's cool. A little green raccoon. Is that what that is? The raccoon face? That's cool. Yeah, I think it'd be pretty cool to be able. I can make Chinese food. I can make Mexican food, American food, but I'd love to be able to try to figure out how to make Indian food. We've got different type of stores here where you can buy different kinds of food. I think that we even have Ukrainian food here too. Places where you can get Ukrainian ingredients. So that would be kind of cool. I'd have to meet somebody from India that can teach me how to cook food from India. That would be pretty cool. I do like their you guys' food. Yeah, yeah, that would definitely be cool. I heard the food in U.S. is too expensive. Yeah, compared to other places, yeah, it can be pretty expensive, but not all of it. I guess depends on what you think expensive is compared to like your guys' food, your guys' prices. Probably, I don't know though. I wouldn't know since born and raised here in the U.S. So I don't know if it's what it's like in different places. But how much you pay for one water bottle? It just depends on where you buy it from. Like at work, I think they're like $2 maybe for a water bottle. Yeah, everything is inflation is crazy here in the U.S. I know that. It's all done by design, though. Because it doesn't have to be that way. They just want it to be that way. So whoever's making the rules, or so wow. I don't know what the rubies, right? 160 rubies. What is that in American? Do you know? Is it like India 20? But it's still cheap for you guys. Oh, nice. So do I have to take a lot of money if I go to India and do a tour, be a tourist in India? Do I have to bring a lot of money with me? Or is it not that bad there? Not too expensive. I know when I went to Mexico, it wasn't bad at all. Mexico's not too bad. It's getting up there though now, but it was a lot cheaper. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, we got everybody in America. Every different kind of culture. Yeah, it's pretty awesome. That's what makes America so great. Is we have everybody here. But but definitely would love to go there as long as it's friendly. I don't you know I don't know what it's like there. I don't know. I guess you really don't really know what it's going to be like anywhere you go, but definitely would like it to be a friendly place if I visit somewhere. But yeah, I probably will be uh, doing the Alaska thing and Canada thing before I go anywhere else. It's just one of my passions to get up there into Canada. But you guys like watching those videos like bushcraft camping and fishing and stuff? Are you guys into that kind of stuff too? Like you don't need to go everywhere if you visit. Just visit that famous place with your guide. Yeah, yeah, definitely. That'd be cool. Definitely like to try out the food. A lot of restaurants if I go somewhere. Eat a lot of different kind of food. Yeah, have you guys seen any of my videos yet? You guys want to join the channel? You guys are welcome. Love to hang out with you guys on my live streams. Definitely. But it's dangerous for health too. Yeah. What would be dangerous? You mean like it maybe a dangerous area or what? What do you mean? Like anywhere you go would be dangerous too. Just that's why it's good to have a guide. Definitely good to have a guide with you. Is this still charging? It is charging still. Like trying so many wouldn't suit you. Yeah. Well, you got to kind of expect that everywhere you go. Yeah. Yep. You just gotta just do it and have a good time, have fun, and take a guide. Go with a guide. That way, it's at least a little bit safer. What is that? Oh, it's one of my watches. You're not a traveling person? I like to travel. Yep. Probably because we did a lot of traveling growing up. It's probably why I like it. But I want to get out of the United States. I want to try it in different places. And then I can come back and, you know, afterwards. But yeah. Yeah, I want to do a lot of different adventures in different places. So if I could drive there, I would. I just take my little mini cabin with me and go there instead of, flying. If I could drive, that would be perfect for me. Can't drive everywhere though. But I know I can go up to Alaska. You just got to save up for the ferry ride. It's a lot safer when you have your own cabin with you. See, if you guys watch my channel, you'll see my little mini cabin that I pulled behind my truck. Yeah, right on. But yeah, I like to take my mini cabin when I go places. That way I have my own place to stay. I don't have to depend on nobody or rely on anybody or, pay way too high prices. And so my little mini cabin's perfect for me. But once I travel, though, different places like Canada, then yeah, I definitely have to stay in a hotel or somewhere like that. Airbnb or something. But yeah. Yeah, truck driving's pretty cool. I got to see a lot of the United States as a truck driver, so that was fun. It's just when you want to settle down and stuff, you don't want to be out driving for a living on the road. It just takes up all your time. I wouldn't have a YouTube channel if I did that. Otherwise, I just have to do a trucking YouTube channel. I don't want to do a trucking channel. I like getting out and doing my own adventures, but in India, there's a truck driver, YouTuber. He makes videos of making chickens and got so famous. Right on. That's cool. Yeah, good for them. That's awesome. Yeah, I love chicken. Chicken's good. You guys use a lot of chicken in your food, Indian food. Good stuff. Just need to know the basic ingredients and then I think I'd be able to make Indian food. Once I got the basic ingredients, I know you guys use a lot of spices. I think I had an Indian dish that had peanut butter in it too. You are a vegetarian? Hey, they have good vegetarian food too. Yeah, make sure you guys don't forget to subscribe to my channel so you guys will join my live streams. I love talking with you guys. You guys do any fishing out there in India? You don't eat chicken? Chicken's good. I like chicken. But yeah, if you're a vegetarian, of course, you probably don't want to eat any chicken. They got some good vegetable dishes though too. Yeah, it's all good. Everybody likes their own thing, right? What kind of vegetables do you guys use? The same, probably the same as America. What kind of vegetables? It's paneer. Cool. Paneer, that fish? Or is that the type of dish? Or cabbage, onion? Ooh, that sounds good. Nice. Yeah, you start talking about food, I'm gonna get hungry. Yeah, so many different kinds. You guys put any peanut butter in your dinner? In your type of cooking? I like to eat. Yeah, I like food. I like cooking and tasting new foods. What time is it? It to be 4:30. Awesome. Been on for 49 minutes. No peanuts here is used by Jim Gaia most. Okay. Jim Guy. Oh, I hear you. No worries. Yeah, you usually look for someone live every day. Well, you can join my live streams then. You guys are welcome. Welcome to join every day when I'm on. Just look for my channel and see if I'm on. Yeah, it's just slower today. I usually come on a little bit later on, but it's all good. I like it when it's slow too. That it lets me have one-on-one conversations with people a little bit easier instead of having them, have all the messages going so fast I can't read them. So this nice. It's nice like this. Yeah. Yep, it's nice. It's nice when it slows down. I do not mind it. I like it. Matthew, how you doing? Thanks for joining my live stream. It is 4:35 p.m. Right on. Good to hear. Good to hear you're doing good. Right on. Thanks for being here tonight. I appreciate it. Yeah, we had a live stream going earlier, but YouTube dropped it. So we lost our signal, and I don't know how. We've never had a signal drop when I'm at home. So that was kind of weird that happened, but it's all good. We picked it right back up. Just restarted the phone in case I had any issues, but so it's pretty good. What are you up to today? You having a good day out there? Make sure you guys are watching my videos and commenting. Leave me a lot of comments. I don't mind having a lot of comments on there. I'll read every one of them. So if you guys watch the videos, hit that like button and watch and leave me comments every time. I'll get the notification and get right back to you guys. So saying hi, GGH, saying hi. Yep, I'm still here. Good to have everybody here, though. We had other people coming and going, so it's good to have everybody stick around, hang out for a little while. Let me know where you guys are watching from when you guys come in. Get another incense going. I like smelling my incense. I am trying to learn English and speak. That's awesome. Yeah, I always want to pick up another language myself. The only one I know is a little bit of Spanish. And maybe some different words here and there in different languages, but I don't know anything fluently that right now. So, besides English, but sometimes speaking Spanish is fun. It's just hard for me to learn all at once, so I'm still learning. I used to know a few words in Hindu. It's hard to remember though. I'll have to think about the ones I know. Yeah, so I just heard from watching other YouTubers and other videos when they speak a different language. I'll try to remember what they're saying. But my wife, she's not from the United States, so she's from a different country too. So I like learning different languages. But good to see everybody. I'm glad you guys dropped into my live stream though too. It's good to meet new people. Tell you what. What? Tell you what. I am trying. Yeah, you seems like you understand English pretty good. I don't know why I'm yawning so much. I'm not really that tired. Oh yeah, I was trying to think of. I heard of I don't know if it's a state or a city, New Delhi in India. Hey, how you doing? Good to see you again. Good to see you on my live stream again tonight. How you doing? I'm doing pretty good. I just jumped on a little bit early today, which is nice. It's nice to be early. Oh, good. I'm glad you're doing good. Yeah, I was just hanging out with some friends from India. They joined my live stream tonight. I missed your live yesterday. Yeah, I missed my live too. I actually didn't do my live last night. I had other things I had going on, but so I jumped on today instead. This is my second time being on today. Um, Excuse me, just because I lost my first live stream. YouTube must have been having some technical difficulties or something. Oh no, that's terrible. I've had that happen to me before. That's no fun. I kinked my neck so bad one time I couldn't move my neck. I had to stay like this all day long. Imagine walking around like this all day long. I don't know what I did, but I kinked my neck so bad it didn't want to come back up. I had to sit there and hold my neck and just kind of bring it back up, but man, it hurt. That's good. Yeah. I also almost got lockjaw one time, and I don't know how that happened, but that was bad. You almost you almost don't know what to do. You almost kind of panic when your jaw just kind of goes and you're like Yeah, neither have I. It's just the body does some weird, crazy crap sometimes. Yeah. Yeah, what are you doing now? You just relaxing after work? Thanks for hitting the thumbs up, everybody. I do appreciate it. Hopefully everybody sticks around and hangs out for a while. We'll be on for a little while longer tonight, so we're almost at 5 o'clock p.m. here, so we'll be on for a little bit. Yeah, me too. I was out with my pups for a little while, but I came inside and jumped on my live. So, thought I'd start a little bit early tonight. Truck driver. I've been truck driving since 2011, February 2011. And did school for 3 months before that, 4 months before that. It was a 4-month program, I believe, if I remember right. It's 3 months over the road, and then it had to have been more than a month at school, though. No, it was. I can't remember. I'll have to go back and look, but it's been a while. I also did. I also went to school and became a certified truck driver trainer. So yeah, I was over the road for a long time, and then I just started doing local. Actually, I've been doing local for a long time now. It seems forever. But yeah, it's pretty fun. I liked over the road too. I didn't have any problems with it just being gone all the time. That's what sucked. I made more money over the road, but it works out better when you're going home every night. So yeah, I took a little pay cut to come home every night, but you know what? I'd rather be home. Yep. Yeah, I had my kids, and yeah, it was a bad situation at the beginning, but it turned out pretty good, I guess. You just got to work through life, got to work everything out, you know. GGH. Yeah, for sure. What are you trying to say, GGH? What are you trying to say? I just got the letter D. Uh, I used to watch him all the time when he was on TV. But I don't hate anybody, that's for sure. Yeah, it's a difficult situation, but I don't mind, I don't mind. There's other people I didn't like at all, but in the government, but we're all good. It's all good now. As long as freedom, as long as we get our freedom still, I'm fine. When people start encroaching on our freedom and our rights, then yeah, then things, then definitely dislike that. But I like my freedom. So what's your plans for the weekend coming up? Well, Tim just got here. So my stepbrother TJ's here in town, in the woods. He's on his land right now. He's all set up out there. So I'll probably join up with my stepbrother this weekend and do some boating and fishing and live streaming and set up a new hot tent and try some food, and cook some food and over the fire. And so yeah, we'll be doing most likely be doing a lot of boating. I'm gonna take my mini cabin out with me, but I'm also gonna bring some hot tents. People of India call him India's friend. Oh, that's good. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, right on. Yep. So that's what we'll be doing this weekend, though. The same but different adventures every time. So, but still here, in Missouri. I'm not going to be traveling yet. Um, Probably this summer though. I'll be traveling. But yeah, I'll be taking the mini cabin out. I got to do a lot of organizing. I got a lot of gear inside the mini cabin right now that I've got to transfer to other storage, spaces so I can make more room in my mini cabin. it's a lot more comfortable when there's not so much stuff in there. I just got a lot of gear. I was doing a lot of creating content, so I just have a lot of gear that I was going through, and I haven't put it away yet. So it's kind of packed up in the mini cabin right now, the mini adventure cabin. So like a lot of hot tents, a lot of new cooking, uh, cookware, and a lot of bushcraft stuff, and just a lot of stuff inside my cabin right now. GGH, what if you become America's president? I won't. I stay out of politics. I don't like getting into politics too much. So that's not my expertise. Otherwise, I would have pursued that back in high school. But yeah, I don't do that too much. So you won't see me as a president. But more of a YouTuber and traveler and adventurist and all kind, that kind of stuff. That's my cup of tea. I'm not into the other stuff. I mean, everybody has their own opinion. Don't get me wrong, but I like to do my YouTube. I like to stick with my YouTube and stick with my real life. And so, if my rights get trampled on, then yeah, I'll be more vocal. And that's what I'm trying to do, is avoid being vocal about things and just enjoy life. I don't want to get too vocal. It just is a lot of opinions over facts out there. So I like to keep it fun, keep it real, and have a good life instead of worrying about all the crap, all the BS. Life is too short. Got to have fun while you're here on the earth, and got to be able to enjoy your life. I see a lot of people mix that stuff up in their life, and they just go down the wrong road. So, but isn't it a bit late for you for YouTube? No, not at all. It's never too late. It's never too late to get into something you really enjoy. I really enjoy. This is my real life. It's just an extra. It's a bonus being a YouTuber. That's just a bonus. This is when you see me out on my adventures. How you doing, Redneck Rebuilds? When you see me out on my adventures, that's my real life. I own land, so I'm a landowner, and I own a lot of property now. I've actually expanded my land, and so I like to do that kind of stuff. I like to do bushcraft stuff, live out off-grid kind of stuff, fishing, hunting, outdoors kind of stuff. That's my life. So that's, being a YouTuber is just a bonus. Yeah, it's just a bonus. How you doing, Redneck Rebuilds? How you doing? So, yeah, we all just kind of work for a living. Some of us are not, we're not making money off our hobbies. We're having to work other jobs. But I definitely have always had a job, and I've always made my money and paid my bills and gone up in my life. I've advanced my life little by little in my own way, but I've never, if I fell down, I got right back up. So yeah, this is just another bonus in my life. This is just another job for me that I love. If I could, I do YouTube for a living, but I got to make enough money, and I can't rely on one type of work to make it in this life. I do a lot of stuff. You need to get your homestead going on your property. Yeah, it would be cool to be able to do that. As long as I can keep it mine. You never know what the future's like, but definitely would like to have a cabin going up pretty soon. I'm doing pretty good. Been on doing live stream a couple times now tonight, so yeah, we're just hanging out, having fun, having a good time. I don't know what happened to my first live stream. It just kind of dropped. So, and I'm home, so I don't understand why it dropped, why it got turned off. But I think YouTube might have been having some difficulties. But I just came right back on, reset the phone, and came right back on. But yeah, I definitely want to get a cabin built one of these days on my land. Otherwise, I'm gonna buy one and have it delivered. What happened to doctors? Glad to see people are still in here though. Hopefully more people will start joining the live streams so I can get to know some more subscribers, potential subscribers and viewers. Did you take some time to watch any of my videos there, Redneck Rebuilds? I upload a couple of them. I've got a couple shorts and a video or two, I think, since the last time we talked. Let's build it together. I would love to help. Yeah, I just don't know when. I don't know when it's going to be, to tell you the truth. I'd like to get going, but I've got some other things that are debts that I'm paying off right now. So once those are paid off, then yeah, I'm definitely going to figure something out about a cabin. I'd love to get a cabin on my property. Is that true? People of America didn't even talk to their neighbors. We always talk to our neighbors. Just, yeah, it's just different. I don't know. You can't always listen to rumors. Come check out America and, view it for yourself, basically, because if you go off of rumors, it's no different than if I was to go off rumors about where you live and stuff. I really don't know. So, you have to kind of check things out for yourself. Rumors can make you negative towards something or positive. Just depends on what you hear. But no, we never had problems with that kind of stuff. We always talk to our neighbors, especially if they're good neighbors, Whenever a lot of times when we had neighbors, they would bring us food. New people would come over and we'd take them food. Welcome to the neighborhood, It just depends on who you're listening to, mainly. I don't like mainstream media very much, except for YouTube, and I don't even do Facebook very much, Instagram, that kind of stuff. I mean, I probably should, so I can get my YouTube channel out there, and I do have those channels, or those I do have YouTube, and I do have everything, but I'm doing a lot on YouTube. So those platforms usually get a headache when I'm on Facebook, but I do post to Facebook. I watch funny videos on Facebook mostly, and believe me, there's a lot of people in India on Facebook. So yeah, I have a lot of fun, but I can help you get your lumber cheap. Right on. Yeah, I'll have to figure it out when I get going. I don't know when I'm going to be doing it though. It's going to be a little while because I've got a few things that I'm working on. I just purchased more land too, so I got a lot of stuff on my plate right now as far as what I'm really working on paying off, and so that's just having a cabin. It's just another debt that I'll have to pick up eventually. But Indians are everywhere. Yes. Yep. I used to have friends in high school. I had an Indian friend. I had a lot of friends, different countries back in high school too. So yeah, that's how I was introduced to Indian food. I had a friend that was from India, and that's when I started trying out the Indian food. And at first it was too spicy, and I didn't know if I liked the flavor. But as I ate more of it, it grew on me. I'm buying lumber and tin for my house build this summer. Cool. I was thinking of buying a cabin and having it built and brought out to my property. They've got different sizes of cabins that you can actually purchase, and then if I want, I'll add on to it. I'll build a bigger section onto it later. But at least I'd have a nice little cabin tucked back in the woods. Either that, or one day I may just go buy a bunch of lumber and build it myself. I don't have a problem building stuff like that. I've been in construction most of my life, so. Nice. The hardest thing about doing construction is having somebody help you out, having extra hands, You know, that's the hardest thing about construction. When you're doing it all by yourself, you gotta come up with some creative ways of setting your beams, and almost it's almost impossible unless you got heavy equipment. Going to be a duplex. Awesome. Right on. No, nope. I used to live alone for a while, but no, not anymore. Congratulations. Why are you saying congratulations? Hour and 15 minutes already. Awesome. Yeah, so, but yeah, I'll definitely, I could probably have a smaller cabin built in a couple of days. It's just, I think once I get to that point, I'll probably get a loan and build my own cabin. Or if I get impatient, I'll probably just, I do have a couple of layouts that are already, cabins that you can order, and it's not a really big cabin. It's more like a smaller size cabin. I think you can even get them in double wide too if you have them built in two different sections. They'll bring them in and set them all up for you. It just depends on what layout you find, or you choose. But they've got some pretty cool cabins out there that they can build and bring out to your property and get set up on your property. Okay, yeah, thanks for joining my live stream. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, and so you'll be notified also when I'm on lives, because you can always check out my channel and see when I'm going live. But yeah, it's good to meet you. Hopefully I'll see you again tomorrow. My wife's chickens are stalking me. They're looking for food. That's what they're doing. They're hoping you drop some food. I think chickens are always curious. I've had chickens before. They'd if you left your toe out, they'd bite your toe off. We'll see you later. You have a good night. Take it easy, and we'll see you again on my next live stream. Yep, watch some videos. Leave me comments. It was something you had just said about buying more land. Oh, okay. Yeah, so I picked up another chunk of land not too long ago, so I can expand my acreage, so I can have more places to make videos and hopefully set up camps. That's what I'll probably start doing this fall. I was thinking about setting up camps during the fall when all the leaves are off the trees. I can actually go in when it's not frozen yet, but when it's in the fall, I can go in and scrape the ground. I can cut trees down easier. It's a lot easier to clear the land unless you've got some big equipment that you can go in and just bulldoze a bunch of stuff, a bunch of trees, and move the earth around. But meaning dirt and stuff like that. But there's a lot of grading. My property is very hilly, and there's streams that flow throughout the land, and so because of the terrain, and so I would love to go in and do some trails and build some campgrounds, and then do some landscaping so that when the spring comes back around, I can just keep maintaining it from the springtime. Because when it's summer like this, it's so thick. There's so many bugs. It's so hot and humid. You basically have to be stuck inside of a bobcat or a tractor that's fully enclosed and has AC inside. Otherwise, you'll throw the towel in way too soon. You won't get anything done. But I would love to do that. If I had the equipment and the money to do that kind of stuff, definitely. But I'd like to start doing it what I can do in the fall. But the first thing I'm going to do in the fall is take down some buildings. The reason why I'm going to wait till the fall, I haven't done it yet, is because we have copperheads everywhere here. How you doing, Blonde Travel? Hey, thanks for joining my live stream. Check out my YouTube channel. Hello, here to show support. Right on. Hit that subscribe button. And I'd love to have you. So, right on. Thanks for joining my live stream. But yeah, there's some cool videos too. So make sure you watch some videos and leave me comments. Love to have you as part of my channel too. Right on. But I've been subscribed for a while. Hey, sweet. Awesome. Awesome then. Definitely leave me some comments then. And don't forget to hit that like button when you watch my videos if you like the video. It really does help build my channel. Thank you so much though. Yeah, we have a lot of copperheads here. It seems like in the spring, in the summertime, you got to really watch where you're walking. And it's, I'm serious. I've spent a lot. I spent the last 10, 12 years almost in the woods out here. So, 14 years actually, going on more than 14 years now. So, and one time I was just sitting on the ground. I took a break and I sat down on a log, and I wasn't eating anything or drinking anything. I was just sitting there on the log, just kind of amazed at the property that I had. And it was in the woods, and a copperhead was only 2 feet from me. It must have come up out of a hole or out from underneath the log. But a copperhead was right there, right next to me, and I looked at it, and I'm not afraid of snakes at all, even if it was a pit viper. I've actually caught pit vipers before. But I just looked down at it and said, "Oh, sweet, a poisonous copperhead, awesome!" And put a stick on its head and picked it up and looked at it, and I put it back down, and then there was another time where I was sitting there and I had bags of leaves. I used to bag my leaves and bring them out to my property from the city and burn them all. And I had some bags of leaves that I hadn't opened up. There were copperheads that had poked a hole in the bottom of those bags, and there were baby copperheads. There was I can't even tell you how many copperheads were inside the bag. A black trash bag full of leaves. They got up in there, and it was warm, and they laid their babies, and it was crazy. So you got to be real careful with copperheads. So I haven't taken those buildings down yet, because there are a lot of snakes that are poisonous out here. Mainly the copperheads, because there's probably rattlesnakes and copperheads that I know of that are poisonous. I don't know if any other ones out here, as far as the poisonous species goes. But you just got to be real careful. Plus there's recluse. There's hornets like crazy out here. We have bald-faced hornets. We've got great big orange hornets and yellow jackets, and just a lot of crazy wildlife out here, and bugs that'll sting you and bite you. So I wait till the summertime when they go underground, or they all, they die if they don't go underground, and so you don't have to worry about picking up a log or a 2x4 on the ground, or even a pallet on the ground, or removing a building and get stung or bit. So that's why I usually wait. Yeah, and I have arachnophobia. I don't like spiders at all, and if I'm walking through the woods, you gotta be real careful here in the summertime too. And it's a true story. I was cleaning up trash on my property when I first bought it, and the previous owner that owned it had a big pile of wood and just garbage. So I was cleaning it up, and I just happened to turn and look at the tree, and there was a spider almost as big as my hand sitting on the tree right next to where I was standing. And so I just was like frozen, and I couldn't even move. I was just sitting there going, don't jump off that thing. And I moved and got that spider quick. But I found out there's a lot of spiders the more exploring I did. We've got some huge, and they're not tarantulas. I did find a tarantula, and it was fine. It was awesome. It was the sweetest spider I've ever found. I wasn't afraid of that one. It was the one that was on the tree, because it was furry and had stripes on the legs and had a great big abdomen. And it was just sitting there hugging the tree right next to me. It was the same dang color as the tree. And then while I was doing clearing my property, my land, there were spiders everywhere. I was like, this place is full. And when you're out in the summertime and you got a nice campfire going, watch out for the trees. They come when the smoke goes up into the trees. They start coming down on their webs, and so you just got to be careful. The summertime's not a good time to really do a lot of stuff like take down buildings in the woods. I mean, I do wear gloves and stuff, but you got chiggers, you got ticks, you got spiders, you got snakes, you got huge scorpions, or not scorpions, millipedes here, not millipedes, they're centipedes here. I lifted up a board, and there was like a 4-inch millipede, not millipede, centipede. Great big pinchers on. Imagine if I grabbed it with my hands. Just gotta be careful out here. But that's the only thing I haven't done is take down my buildings yet. I had a bald-faced hornet nest on the front of it. Finally got that knocked down. But and it's in one of my videos. You guys can go back and watch my video. It's one of my 2025 videos, I think. But it had a great big old bald-faced hornet's nest there, and it wasn't there before. And I took my drone over next to it, and there was just so many bald-faced hornets. I don't know if you guys know what those are. They're the black ones that are about that big, and they'll sting the crap out of you. Get next to their nest. But the worst ones are the great big huge orange ones. Those things are 3 inches long here, and 2.5, 3 inches long. Great big huge orange ones, and they're really aggressive. So you got to be real careful. You be just standing there in the woods and hear this great big hummingbird coming behind you. It's a hornet. And we've also got some big, what are they called? They're hornets. Everybody says, oh, they're harmless. They dig holes in the ground, and the male digs the hole, and for the female goes down there. Either the female doesn't have a stinger or the male doesn't have a stinger. But you know what? I caught them. And yeah, one of them does have a great big stinger. I've seen a stinger that's 3/16 of an inch long. I don't want to get stung by those things, so it's got to be careful out here. But otherwise, my property would already be cleaned up. Plus I work a lot, but I want to get those buildings down, and then I want to start building camps on my property, and so I can have a lot of different places I can do my videos and set up my camps and stuff. So I wanted to come out there and go to camp. I would need to come in the winter. No, just bring some off with you, some bug spray off. I don't know if you know what that is. It's off with DEET. It's just a bug spray. I spray myself with that, and just be careful where you're going out here. But it's not that bad. I'm just telling you my experiences on my property for the past 12 to 14 years being out here in Missouri. I'm from Arizona. I'm not from Missouri, and so there's a whole different type of species you got to get used to out here. But it's not too bad. It's just my experiences. Yeah, it's just I notice everything when I'm out there. I'm also into a lot of like wildlife and stuff, so I've noticed a lot of cool different type of skinks out here too. A lot of different type of lizards, but I've seen a 6-foot black snake come across my property, and I just went over to it, picked it up, and it tried biting me a couple times. After a while, I love snakes. It's one of my favorite things out here. But the ones that you have to be real careful are the copperheads, the rattlesnakes, and the hornets. There's a lot of different type of hornets out here, and the recluse. Got to be real careful because the recluse they're fast and they'll bite you, and they make a little sore on your skin, and it starts to decay your skin. So you don't want to get bit by a recluse. It's not fun. But yeah, make sure you have your bug spray. That's all. Bring some hornet spray with you, and just keep a can close by in case a hornet wants to chase you down and try to sting you. I got stung on the nose by a wasp. Because it was at work, but I just tapped the side of the nest, with a cable, and that thing jetted straight down and stung me right on my face. And I'm telling you, I'd rather been punched in the face than get stung in the face. Because I have been punched in the face and didn't hurt as bad as a stinger. Went right in my nose. My nose swelled up, and my eyes cramped up so bad, I just had to sit there and hold my face for a few minutes and call my boss and told him, I actually injured my shoulder during that incident. So I went down swatting the hornets off my face, and I injured my shoulder. That was a bad situation, but so yeah, just make sure you have your bug spray. But yeah, so that's like the biggest thing I want to do is clear my property of all the old animal cages that I had out there. I've got some big, huge aviaries that I built for my birds, and so I had turkeys and ducks and quail and guineas and geese. Oh my gosh! You check out my channel, you'll see I uploaded some pictures of my turkey. Also, I think I have my farm animals on there too. But I don't have many more. I just have my 2 puppies and my homing pigeons. My racing pigeons. But yeah, I'm not a spider person. I've never ever been a spider person. I can't stand spiders. The only thing I don't mind is the tarantula. I don't know what it is about a tarantula. They don't scare me at all. But the other ones, yeah. Oh, and the one spiders that aren't that bad also that I don't mind are the jumping spiders. Those are pretty cool. They actually sit there and watch you, and they'll move around. If you go to try to touch them or say hi to them, or, touch them, they'll actually follow your finger around and follow you around. They're pretty cool. I don't have problems with those kind of spiders, but it's the big, huge, look like an Australian bird-eating spider out here in the Missouri Ozarks. And anybody who's lived out in the Ozarks long enough, they know what I'm talking about. They've got some big spiders out here. And they've also got, you got to be careful when you're walking through the woods, because they'll have a great big spider web strung across the trees, and you'll walk into it face first and be real close. And there's also a yellow banana spider, or garden spider. It's called a garden spider. I don't know why I said banana. It's because it's yellow. So I thought about the banana, but it's a great big huge yellow spider that sits like this with his legs up and down, and makes zigzags in its nest or in its spider web. I don't know why it does a zigzag thing. But you'll see a great big nest of spider web, and you'll see like somebody took a sewing needle and made zigzag in a great big yellow and black striped garden spider. You don't want to get bit by those either, and we have a lot of other spiders. When my brother came out in the past, we used to go exploring the woods at night, and we discovered these great big huge spider nests or spider webs in the woods. Plus, I'm being a truck driver, I'm outdoors every day, and the farms that I go to deliver to, they have huge spider webs on the buildings, and so next to the woods. And so there's a lot of spiders out here I don't like. How you doing? Hey, thanks for joining my live stream. Yeah, you have a crazy collection. Yeah, like what? What's a crazy collection? Is it Rudra? Rudra? Make sure you check out my channel if you guys haven't. You guys are new, check it out and subscribe. Trying to build my channel up, but got a lot of cool stuff coming up here in the future too. Got about 419 videos you guys can watch also, if you haven't yet. But yeah, we were just talking about the type of spiders we have here in Missouri that I discovered when I first moved out here. I've got my own property, and so we usually go camping out on it, and we'll do exploring in the woods, and we find all kinds of stuff that I'm not used to. Just great big spiders. A lot of cool owls though. Have you seen crazy things in woods or on the road? I'm curious. A lot of snap. Oh, right on. Thanks for subscribing. a lot of snapping turtles on the roads, a lot of painted turtles, box turtles, a lot of like copperheads out here in the woods, and they're everywhere. It's not like in Arizona where I'm from. Occasionally you'll find a rattlesnake or you'll find scorpions everywhere on the ground or on the brick walls. On your stucco homes, there's scorpions everywhere. But out here, there's tons and tons of spiders in the woods, and big spiders. I mean, I seen one almost as big as my hand. I've got a good sized hand, and it was sitting on a tree next to me, and it was almost blended perfectly into that tree. And I've seen ever since I seen one. Once you've seen one, you see a lot more after that. Would you like to swap playlist? What do you mean swap playlist? I got a lot of playlists. You guys can watch my playlist. Help me get my hours up. Hand size scare me. Yeah, these spiders are freaking huge. But what's cool is go out at night. If you're in the woods, go out at night with your flashlights and your LEDs. I got some good headgear that I like to take out in the woods. I got some pretty cool headgear that I have that's really really bright, and I even use the green ones. I've got green ones, but you can light up because the eyes on the spiders glow, and so you can actually see a lot more stuff when you're out there shining your lights. But go out at night when they all come out, and you'll see them. You'll see what I'm talking about if you go out and visit the woods at night. But here, we go spider hunting. We do a lot of stuff. And you know what's really cool? I did discover tree squirrels, flying squirrels. We have them here. And I didn't know about them before until I moved to Missouri. But they're a smaller squirrel, and they actually leap from tree to tree, and they have a glider underneath their body. So they're really cool animals. Yeah, that's what I'm talking. That's what I was talking about. We could share playlists. I need to watch. Yeah, totally. Yeah, I'll have to check out. Have I subscribed to your channel yet? I'll have to check you out, and then yeah, we can definitely do that. That'd be cool. Definitely. Yeah, because I've been putting my playlist together for everybody to watch, so I get my hours up. Oh, I remember you. Yeah, I remember you now. Sorry, there's so many people coming and going. That's why you got to stay on my lives. Keep coming back to my lives so I can get to know everybody, and then I'll know you a lot easier. Because there's some subscribers that only come on every once in a while. Yeah, I remember you now. Definitely. Sweet. Dude, I'm there. Yeah, yeah, you're getting up there too. Right on. Yeah, definitely. I'll definitely do that for you. Learn. I have learned the more lives you do, the better your watch hours are. Yeah, I've been uploading more lives lately. Do you think Sasquatch are real? I have yet to find one. I don't know. I don't know. Tell you the truth, but I do have a lot of Sasquatch stuff. I love them. That would be awesome to find one. Okay, you have a good night. Good to see you again. Yeah, check me out later. Maybe I'll be back. Maybe I'll be on for a little while. I don't go to bed till about 8 o'clock, so I got a while yet. Yeah, you have a good night though. If I don't see you, jump on my live stream tonight, tomorrow night, and also this weekend. I'll be doing a live out in the Ozarks, out on the lake. We're gonna be going fishing. Gonna try for walleye this weekend, catfish too. But yeah, but well, I was reading something. Oh, do I think Sasquatch are real? You know, there's a lot of stuff that are now being discovered. So you never know. Said I hadn't been getting notifications since my other phone fried, and then we took a 3-week vacation. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's probably why I haven't seen you for a while. But yeah, let's. Yeah, definitely. I'll definitely do that. Um, yeah, because it's like mine. I started a playlist going too. I'm gonna try to upload a lot more videos. It seems like you got a lot of videos going too, but definitely, yeah, definitely. But I started doing a lot more lives too. I started uploading more lives, so that's what I'm gonna start doing a lot more. Yeah, yep, yeah. But if you go out in the woods, see, we got this weekend we're gonna be using night vision and green lights and everything out in the woods, and so I want to see what I can discover out there in the woods. I love going down to my property because I have. If you guys watch my last video that I just uploaded, I do an aerial view above my property, and there's nothing for a long ways. I mean, miles of woods, and so and I have quite a few acres now too. So, but I love going exploring, especially at night because you can see when you got your green light out there, you can see so much stuff too. But yeah, I'm totally into that kind of stuff. But I'm going to be doing a lot more shorts too. It's just creating the shorts and putting them all together so that I can start uploading them. I got quite a few going now, but where is my? Oh, there's my green. See, I try to find the good high powered lights for the night vision, but I've got green night vision. I've got also got night vision goggles and stuff. So we're gonna be going out and doing that. But yeah, you can pick up a lot of stuff. I actually have a Sasquatch right there. But yeah, I do. I'm into Sasquatches, man. I'm into that kind of stuff. Love it. My little mini cabin's got some Sasquatch stuff going on in there too. But definitely, you know what would be cool is if anybody lives out here in Missouri wants to get together and do some Sasquatch exploring. That would be cool too. It's fun when you do it when you have a group, or, a few, not just by yourself. It's a lot funner when you got 3 or 4 people out there recording, and then you guys can all get together and put your recordings together, and everybody's got a different uh, a different view of the whole thing. So I think it'd be awesome. When traffic starts moving, I may not be able to comment as much. Oh, it's all good. It's all good. Yeah. So tell me about your channel. What? Let's see here. What do you got going on your channel? What do you do? You truck drive or what do you do? Yeah, that would be really cool. And that's what my brother and I do. When he comes out here, he brings his kids, and they're getting older now, and so we'll all go and take off in the woods. Like we did that a lot on my property when they first started coming out to Missouri. We would go exploring at night and go and I made trails all over my property so that you could go walking out at night and you don't have to worry about going through thick bushes and stuff. But still, that was kind of fun too. But I mow a lot of my property and you got to keep up on it so it doesn't grow over. But it's always fun to go exploring. And those old buildings that I have now, they harbor a lot of bugs and animals at night. So it's cool to explore those too. Before I take them all down and make it back only to the woods. I want to basically clean up my property to where like it was when I first got it. Only I'm going to clear a bunch of space, a bunch of places out for grass areas, and then I'm going to have trails going everywhere all over my property. And I'm going to light up the trails, and I'll have camps throughout my property. I got a lot of land, and so I'll start one spot and make a trail, and that trail will start and it'll zigzag and snake up through my property. I'll have camps throughout my property, and the whole trail is going to be lit up. So, and I'm going to do that on my YouTube. So I'll do it throughout my channel, so you guys will be able to see videos when I start doing it. I already have a few camps, but I have yet to light it all up. So, and I'll get that. I'll get the solar lights so they come on at night, and then I don't have to run a lot of electricity out there, because I do run off grid stuff, but I mainly have that in my mini cabin and in my other travel cabin too. I have another one that I build my own travel cabins. Like, I'll take a cabin, an old camper, and I'll make it into a really cool uh, mini cabin. Is what the last one's, a mini cabin that I did, and then I did a 22 foot camper. I remodeled that thing, and that thing is set up for my likes. I mean, that's how I got my TV and my games and big bed in there and a bunk bed in there and everything. It's all set up for my liking. I just got Elon Musk internet, so I'm going to set that up. It's so I can have it mobile. So I'll have it. I'll be able to take the dish off of one travel trailer that I'm not using, and I'll put it on the other one that I am using at that time. So I'll have internet wherever I go. And then, but I want to set up my land to where I have campsites that you'll follow the trail, and there'll be a campsite that's all lit up with the outdoor lights, and then it'll be set up like a campground where you've got the barbecue outside, a nice pad to put your tent, and then I also have down in the front, I have a great big grass section that's all mowed, and I cleared that all out. Took me weeks, and it took me months to clean it all out because it was so thick of woods. But it's all clear now, grass, and so that's where you can park once I get these few buildings taken down. It's basically, I took a Morton building and I framed up a building I basically framed a Morton building that's all steel, and I filled it in with wood, and so it looks like a wooden building with metal framing around the outside. Uh, Sheets of metal, and so it's really simple to take it all down. And since it's going to just get burned up, I can probably just take the roofing off, take the sides off, and then it has a metal frame, and then I just filled it in with wood. I just bust it all down and take it apart, and then that'll be done. The whole entire floor is all wood. I built it all out, but I'm just going to burn it because it's all just wood flooring. So yeah, it's my second time doing live. I don't know what happened with YouTube. They had some malfunction going on. I know it was my internet because I wasn't even on. I wasn't even on the Wi-Fi here. I have internet at my house, but I was just off my phone. I lost my signal, so I started my live back up right away though. Yeah, so I've been on ever since. But yeah, that's awesome. We live in the semi right now, and want to do something like that. Sweet. That's awesome. Yeah, if you guys live out of semi, sweet. I did that. I did that too. I bought a Freightliner and was living out of that for a while. It was awesome. I loved it. That's one thing I did. I did love over the road truck driving. I've been doing it since 2011, but I like local now because I'm a landowner now, so I can actually stay home and do stuff on my own land, and I don't have to go out anywhere because my land is there's. It's so different from one section to the next. It's all different. But when I get in and do my own landscaping and start customizing my section on my land, it's awesome, man. It's so freaking cool. I actually did have a lot of solar lights out there when I lived on my land for 2 years, and that's when I started, coming in there and cleaning it up. But I brought in animals, so I was really busy. I mean, I had horses and everything. You name it, I almost had it. Everything besides an ostrich and a damn emu. I don't like those things, but anyways, a llama or whatever they're called, those spitting animals. But they have a lot of them here. That's why I mentioned that. But no, I did the truck driving over the road and been East Coast, West Coast, North, South. The only place I didn't go to was New York. But yeah, but now that I'm a landowner, that's what I want to do. I want to work on my land, and my land's not flat. There's flat spots in my land, but I'm in the middle of ravines. And so check out my video where I'm up in the air doing an aerial view in the fall, and you can see the layout. There's great big huge hills surrounding my land, and my property goes up and over those hills, and they're big hills, and so I took my four wheeler up. I was hiking up to the top, but then I started riding my four wheeler up because I was so tired of climbing those hills, because it's not just a grassy hill you go and climb. It's thick woods, and so it's a lot more difficult to climb those hills. And there was a four wheeler trail, but now I got to go back through it. But I'm gonna take my four wheeler and just start driving over the same same areas, and make a good trail. And then I'll go back and clear that trail up, and then keep it nice. That's the one thing I noticed you got to do is if you do have that kind of land and you set it up like that, you got to maintain it. Otherwise, it grows right back up over. It's so thick, and there's a lot of rain. But I was living there for 2 years, and I had it looking like it was amazing. It looked like a park in one section. It was all lit up on a trail coming into my property. I had the solar lights lit up the whole roadway, and I had solar lights up where I was living out of my 22-foot. I don't know why it's reconnecting again. Maybe it's because I'm coming up to my 2 hours. So if I lose my signal, you guys, let me know. Once you get your campsite set up, are you going to rent them out? I could. My friends, I don't rent them to my friends too. So if my friends are out here, or if I become friends with people, I don't charge anybody. I would rather have a good friendship with people, and have you enjoy the time on my property. That's what I'm into. Like my brother comes out. Every year he comes out. He actually bought land now. He was having so much fun on my property. He went back to Arizona, and he decided to come back out here and purchase land. So he's about a half a mile to just under a mile. I'm gonna check it out. I'm gonna check out the mileage, or how far he is from me. But you go up to the top of my road, and then you go across the road, and he lives right down that dirt road, or not lives, but has that property down that dirt road. So that's what it's like. When he came out here, I was like, dude, come out to my property. You're welcome to camp on my property. I don't even have to be there. Just come out and have a good time out here. And then he ended up wanting to buy land, so he bought some. Yeah, you have a good night though. Good talking to you too, and check out my videos too. I'm watching yours right now. So yeah, I didn't realize I wasn't subscribed. Probably because I hadn't heard from you for a while. So, but I did subscribe to your channel and everything. So I'll definitely go through your playlist. Go through mine too, everybody. Yep, but just turn on notifications also, and so I'll just go through them, and from time to time I'll watch the videos, and when I'm not busy, and like right now when I do my lives every night, I'll throw them on there. But yeah, also leave me comments. Let me know you're there. Let me know what you think about the video too. I wish I was able to do my YouTube channel when I was over the road. I was right next to the Canadian border. I wanted to go to Canada so bad. I was up in northern North Dakota and Montana area. I was 10 miles from the Canadian border. I was like, dang gummit, I need to go get my passport so I can go over to Canada. But one thing led to another. I just ended up moving out to Missouri, and haven't done it yet. But I will make it into Canada. But yeah, so if you guys are just joining my live stream, you guys can go back and watch all my live streams, and make sure you guys leave comments. Love to have you guys subscribe to my channel. Got a lot of cool stuff going on right now in the summer. It's not going to stop. So I'd love to have you guys subscribe and leave me comments. I've met a lot of good people here on my channel, and so by doing live streams, and I love it. I'm not going to put it down for a long time. Did you ever talk to Strawberry Shortcake on the radio? Strawberry Shortcake. I've talked to a lot of people. I probably came across a lot of different people's paths. I was on the radio every single night, so I didn't. I had a few people back in that during that time that I talked to, but yeah, I heard a lot of people, a lot of chatter on. I kept it on just so I knew what was, what I was coming into wherever I went. So we may have, you know, I don't know specifically, but I did talk to quite a few truckers out there. Used to do the karaoke on the big road after midnight. Oh, cool. Yeah, I've heard of that. Right on. That's cool. Yeah, there was a lot of stuff I used to do when I was over the road. It's just I've been doing local for 11 years now, so but I had a good time over the road. Met a lot of cool people out there too. Being a trainer too, I met a lot of cool people when I was training them. But yeah, you have a good night. If you got to take off, and hopefully you'll join me again this weekend. And whenever you get a chance, check out my channel, see if I'm on live. But I'll definitely watch your videos and check out your channel. So I tried to do local, and I couldn't do it. Yeah, it just depends. I drive feed trucks, so I haul feed, 43,000 pounds of feed daily, multiple loads all throughout the day. We usually run 10 to 12 hours a day, and I do it within a 100-mile radius, and so 100, maybe a little over 100 miles, and then up and then back, and just all day long I run chicken feed and deliver feed to farms. And so I've been doing it for 11 years. It's not too bad. And when I was in Utah, I was going to go work for a place that hauled dirt and concrete and stuff like that, rock, and I was going to do that, but I decided to come out here to Missouri and try local truck driving here. So, and I've been with the same company. I ran for Pepsi, did Pepsi for a year. I didn't like it. Too much work for not enough money. I busted my butt for nothing, for barely anything, scrape by. It was salary. I have to work hourly, or otherwise I don't make any money. But I was making pretty good money over the road. It wasn't steady though. It was up and down, till I got on dedicated. Then I knew I kind of had I knew what I was gonna be bringing home. So, but yeah, local. I found locals pretty dang nice. If you want to stay home, find a good company that pays good, and stick with it, and your pay will go up, and you'll have insurance and all that kind of good stuff. So that's what I do. Yeah, Missouri's not too bad. I prefer other states. After I moved here with all the bugs and all the stuff that's out here, but I purchased land here, so it's not too bad. I like it. Just have to be prepared. It's like my channel. Got to be prepared for each video, each adventure that I go out on. But I have to make sure I'm prepared before I go out in those woods. Whether it's dealing with snakes, or dealing with the cold weather, or the bugs, the spiders. Oh my gosh. So it's a lot of preparing, a lot of stuff I have to prepare for. But I love it. I love it. It's nice. Plus, I like the fishing out here too. The fishing's a lot of fun. But I want to start traveling, even if it's down south, Missouri, in Branson area. There's a lot of hiking trails, a lot of places I want to go. But it is pretty. It is pretty nice. I like more of a mountainy type, like Virginia, Alabama, Georgia, that kind of stuff. Monkeys, man. How you doing, Monkey Man? Hey, thanks for joining my live stream. Thanks for being here tonight. We're just kind of hanging out. If you haven't seen my videos, check out my channel. Make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss anything. We have bugs in Kentucky too. Hey, so do you live in Kentucky, or are you just on the road, out of your truck? I actually want to do a trail up there. What's it called? There's a 30 mile hiking trail up there. Oh, dang it. What's it called? Danny Boone Trail. I'm going to be doing that up in Kentucky here Once I get monetized, I want to hit that trail. It's like a 30-mile trail, and it does a loop. So it's a loop trail. So that's what I really want to do. Check that out, and then I want to do the Appalachian Trail eventually too. Parts of it, not the entire Appalachian Trail. But definitely want to do. I definitely have Kentucky on my map, so marked on my map. So, and that's not too far away from me here in Missouri. Also Tennessee. I've got family moved out to Tennessee now too. So, but Kentucky's one of the cool ones I want to get out to. That and Georgia. Already been down into Florida too. That was pretty cool. You live in Kentucky. Oh, okay. Well, sweet. Yeah, that's awesome. There's a lot of ginseng out in Kentucky too. I don't know if you ever looked for it. There's a lot of it out there. I used to live in Virginia, and I didn't realize how much we had in Virginia. There's a lot in Virginia too. But yeah, that's awesome. Living in Kentucky. You have to let me know what it's like out in Kentucky. I think we're like I don't know if it's 8 to 10 hours away from there, from Kentucky. Just a little travel, little skipping, or it's not very far away. You talking about the Daniel Boone? Yeah, I want to go. I want to take that hike. I want to do that hike up there. It looks like a really cool one. Byway. Yep. Yep. The Daniel Boone. Yep. Yep. It's like a 30-mile loop. I want to do that so bad. I want to head out there and do it. I want to be able to get monetized and do all that, so I can do all that kind of stuff. So, but yeah, do you know where it's at? Is it far from you? I used to when I was younger. Oh, okay. Yeah, I've got all the backpacking gear all collected now, and so I want to use it. I want to put it to use. I'm always adding to my gear though. I don't. You can't never have enough gear. You just don't want to take too much. But I want to make sure I have. I want to have everything when I do my hike. I pretty much put a good setup together though. So when you decide to come this way, let me know, and I'll give you directions or show you where a very nice camping spot is. Definitely, yeah, definitely. I'll do that. I'm gonna screenshot that. So don't forget that. Yeah, I'll definitely look you up when I do that. It actually wouldn't be very difficult to do that too, but I want to kind of wait till I get. If it takes a long time to get monetized, I'm not gonna like that. I'm gonna have to do something to get monetized. I'm gonna have to do as many lives as I can, as many shorts as I can, and get my channel out there so people can actually get to know me and subscribe to my channel. So, but yeah, if I can, then definitely I'll look you up and let you know that I'm gonna be heading out to Kentucky, because that would be so cool to do that trail. So I'll probably postpone or set aside a week to do it. You know what I mean? But yeah, I'll definitely hit you up, man. We may be talking about two different places in Daniel Boone Highway as a place you would drive. Well, Daniel Boone, there's a Daniel Boone trail that's a trailhead that you take. It's 30 miles in a loop, and it's just a hiking trail. Yeah, it's not a place you. It's not like a highway. It's a trail. It's an actual like the Appalachian Trail. It's an actual trail that you take, and it'll take you a day or so to hike it. Cool boys. Hey, thanks for joining my live stream. Yeah, I'm back. I'm back. I'm not the other word, but I'm back. Back on live. But hey, thanks for joining my live stream. I'm from Arizona. Okay, don't need that message. Yeah, I'll check you out though. I'll look you up when I'm heading out that way. Yeah, make sure your videos are at least 3 minutes or a little longer. Like my shorts, yeah, I'll have to do that. I'll have to go back and make sure they are my videos for my playlist. Is that what you're talking about too? Um, yeah, I always make sure I got at least. I'll have to go back and look at my shorts and make sure that my short videos are like that. Otherwise, I'll start making them at least that long. There might be a few on there that aren't that long now that I'm thinking about it. Yeah, if you guys haven't checked out my channel, check out my channel and hit that subscribe button if you guys are new. You can always come back and rewatch the lives. I got about 419 videos uploaded right now. You guys can go through also and leave me comments. Let me get to know who you are. Join my live streams almost every night. If it's not every night, it's practically every other night. I also do live streams out when I'm making adventure videos too. I'll make sure to check it out. Yeah, do that. Yeah, that's one thing I had. I had a lot of time on my hands when I was over the road. I wish I would have started my YouTube channel a long time ago. I actually uploaded. I think I did start a YouTube channel, but it's a different one because I recorded it. An airliner flying over me. It felt like it was only 100 feet above my head, but I remember recording it and uploading it to my channel, but I don't remember what channel it was. I haven't really paid attention to that one ever since then. But yeah, check out my videos, and yeah, always leave me comments too. Let me know that you're there watching the videos. But yeah, we can keep in touch too. Just join my live streams when you got a chance, even if you come in to say hi. I'd love it, man. I'd love you to do that. Get to know each other, hang out. Definitely. Yeah, my shorts. I'll start doing that. I don't know if they're all 3 minutes or they might be under 3 minutes. Tree Stand, how you doing? Hey, brother, how are you doing? I'm doing pretty good. Been a while. I know. Yeah, it's been a long time. I know. Sorry, dealing with the separation. Hey, that sucks. I've been there. It's all good. Plus, hauling equipment got busy. Yep, been there, done that. Definitely love. Thank you for being back. Love to have you here. Yep. Thanks for joining my live stream again. If anybody got to go, I totally understand. Hopefully you'll come back and check out my channel for a while. Yeah, it's good to have you back though. Hopefully everything's been going pretty good. Hi. How are you? Yeah, I've been doing pretty good. Just working on my channel and still, truck driving. So, just doing the everyday job and trying to do a lot of stuff for my channel. Yep. Yeah, been just out in the woods every weekend and creating new content and doing a lot of stuff. So yeah, there's a lot of stuff I still got to do. It's never ending list of things I got to do. Yeah, the dogs are doing excellent. Yep, thanks for asking. Yeah, they're doing really good. Getting bigger too, eating a whole bunch of food. Gee, when Christmas. Picked up a whole new bill with that. But it's all good. Yeah, they're doing great. They're getting big. I just uploaded a short not too long ago. Come here, it's all right. So, what are you doing? Did you go somewhere? No. Okay. Yeah, how you been doing? Been uploading any? Let's see here. Let me just check one thing out real quick. Yeah, how you been doing? You been okay? Been hauling a lot of equipment? Says, gotta run. So, okay, yeah, you have a good weekend, good week. And then check me out tomorrow night and also the weekend. Look me up if you got some time. I know truck driving's very busy career out there. So stay safe and come back and visit me again. Let's hang out. Yeah, be careful out there. Good talking to you too. Yeah, hauling my ass off, 16-hour days. Yeah, that's putting in some work, huh? That's awesome. We'll do. You do the same. All right. Yeah, I'll do that. I'll do that. Yeah, appreciate you joining my live stream again. Thanks for coming back. Yeah, we'll talk again soon though. Just stay safe out there and keep in touch with me. Yeah, we've been pretty busy too at work and just doing all kinds of stuff. Yeah, do you ever you ought to upload some videos to your channel, or are you too busy to do that kind of stuff? So I can pay her to get out of my life and then have huge party awards. Party afterwards. Yeah. Been there, done that. Yep. Yeah, you ought to create some videos, put some content on your channel, and give us something to watch. Even if it's short videos, whatever, man, whatever it takes. Yeah, once you get all that behind you, you should have a little bit more time on your hands to be free to do what you want to do. But yeah, that's what I did. I started my YouTube channel and just started. I started a while ago, but I wasn't really serious about it because I was over the road, and doing a lot of working a lot, and so. But I started really taking it serious these last um, about the last year now. So, but I guess I could put a lot more into it. But I do so much stuff. It's not there's a lot to do with your channel and working full time. YouTube's a full time job too. Of course, yeah, I understand. Well, yeah, I totally get it. But yeah, even little things that from time to time, little short what things that you see, that kind of stuff. There's a lot of stuff you can do for a channel, and I'm finding out there's a lot of stuff out there. Yeah, a little overweight, huh? Yeah, I guess it depends on how big that dozer was. Yeah. Yeah, I've been. It was a 750. Oh wow. Yeah, I've been a little overweight from time to time, but had to go back and do some adjustments. But it's all good. At least I'm not over the road anymore. I kind of rely. I actually haul. I'm overweight all the time still, but it's somehow we get through it. So we still haul it. But I mean, I've been way over limit. But You know, I work for a company, so what do? You just haul it, and just gotta be careful. But yeah, YouTube's a full time job, so two full time jobs and a lot of stuff on the side. Yeah, you can stay busy. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Plus, you got to find the energy. Getting older, you don't have very much energy. So yeah, it's definitely an energy killer when you're working full time, and then doing the YouTube full time every weekend. And yeah, lots of stuff going on. But I mean, I had to put projects on the side just so I can keep my build my YouTube channel. I wouldn't be able to do it all at once. I'd pass out too much. I'd be too tired all the time. So I got to take a break.